How did we buy the exact bottom of today's market? So to get straight into it, again, we post this all in the Discord before we are taking it. So at 9:30, we gave you two exact levels we want to pay attention to on both QQQs and SPY. QQQs, we gave you 484.66 to 483.71. So we quickly go over that. What is that range? So Qs is this right chart. That is this level to this level. As you can see on Qs, it filled that range very quickly. So that didn't really provide much trading opportunity. Again, noted that 6 minutes after, yeah, range is filled. Now, these range, if it opens kind of within the range and fills instantly, there's not really much trading opportunity you can do there because the risk to reward will be bad. And that's exactly what we said here. We are in the opening range. We expect it to fill, but you will need a move out of the range for a good risk to reward. Basically saying if we fill instantly, no trade. So on Qs, there is no trade. That was just talking about yesterday's recap because I wasn't here to trade, but we're actually over that at the end of the video. But we did call what we still wanted price to move. And then the other thing we gave was SPY range 570.85 to 570.23. So again, what happens if we go over then to SPY? That's this range to this range. No, it did not fill on the open. Look, we opened here. This is still data left to fill and we get a downside move. This is great for us because it means it's now a trading opportunity. Like we talk about in these recaps day after day, where are we looking for these reversals? Normally the 423 will give you the best risk to reward. Now, do we buy blindly at this level? You can do if you're not taking full size, but what can we do to reduce the risk and get confirmation on these entries? Look, from here is all you need. So we have price. What's price doing? Making lower lows, lower low. So again, if we go there, lower low. So lower low. Then what's happening over on the momentum indicators? RSI is making a higher low. And what's happening on MACD? Higher low. What is this? This is a divergence. Divergence between price and momentum. This is indicating that the selling pressure is getting weaker and we are expecting a reversal move back up. And where are we targeting? Well, obviously we still got this unfilled range to fill. So if we are now getting long bias due to that divergence, we are targeting this upside move. And where is that taking us? Straight to that range fill at 570.85. Now just show you the power that these options have. And again, how do I pick my options? What is the top side of the range? So again, if you're coming from below, we look at the top of the range. If you're coming from above, we look at the bottom range. So in this case, we're looking at the top of the range. That's 570.85. I go to the closest option. So 570 again, what is it? 570.85. So you round that to the closest one, which would be 571. We go to the calls, the 571 calls. Now we pull this up. Now what's happened with these options? Again, go to where we're getting waiting for entry. We want price, we want price. This is where we start looking for entry. Now, that can be our original entry, which we did get one contract here, which is in here. So that's your first entry opportunity, and those contracts are around $18 at that point. Now, what happens to price as we continue down? Again, this creates a divergence. We buy up these lows because we're in a divergence. Where does that provide a next entry? It's around this candle here, which is now around 13. So roughly your average should be around $15 a contract if you're buying the 571s. Now, what are we looking for? Range fill. So if we go across, range fills in this candle here, the exact peak of this candle. So if our average is 15 and we get a fill at that candle high, what risk to reward did that option provide? We're risking 100%. Normally I don't run stops on these options. So you're risking 100 to make 348%. So a 1 to 3.5 risk to reward. That seems like a good setup. High probability trade because we still have the range to fill. And that was the main setup for the day. So that's today's recap. I hope that makes sense. One thing we will quickly cover was yesterday. I said I won't be around to trade. No A-star setups because we're opening in that range. A bit like today, it's never going to be as clean when you open in the range. But again, we can still get great trading opportunities. We gave you the range that we're looking at on SPY, 569.20 to 568.34, provided here an hour and 15 minutes before the open. We did cover that today, just to saying that it did work out. So we can quickly show you how that worked out. If we zoom out, we go to yesterday's trading day. Again, we open up just above the range, comes up, fakes you out there. Again, that will be a stop hunt. You see this time and time again. Do note, you come back up to the kind of higher day, people will have their stops right there, a tick above. That's a stop hunt. It runs you down. And where do you target? The 568 to 35 as we put in the chat, because that is the range fill. So that was yesterday. Just wanted to cover it because we weren't around to trade, but when we're not here to trade, I will still try and provide you the tradable range or zones that I'm looking at for the day. Anyway, that is yesterday's and today's trading recap. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next one. And that's it. Peace.